All-NBA ballots, they have yet to be cast, but it's almost certain, right, that Nikola Jokic, Anthony Edwards, they're going to be somewhere near the top because they each are leading the top two teams in the West, respectively, and they hope for deep postseason runs here. So Nikola Jokic, Anthony Edwards' numbers, you can see they've been off the charts this season. Tonight, 3 of the leading MVP candidates in the association are in action. Nikola Jokic, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic. So let's take a look at the MVP odds according to Vegas here, because 4 days left in the regular season, not a lot of time to make these decisions, folks. Vegas has Jokic, the runaway favorite. Our resident center of all wisdom, though, Kendrick Perkins, right now, are you rolling with the Vegas odds?
Hell no, I ain't rolling with them. And matter of fact, they're all the way wrong. Look, I would have Jokic as the #1, but it wouldn't be by that far. Like, I feel like it's disrespectful to the rest of the guys who've been putting in the work, like Luka, like SGA, like Jalen Brunson, and like Anthony Edwards. What else do Anthony Edwards got to do? Karl Anthony Towns go down? Right now, they still have the #1 seed and fighting for the #1 seed.
That's how Jokic won it a couple years ago.
But what I'm saying, in a great Western Conference, like this conference is really, really good. And so, we can't continue to look at box scores and not actually look at the actual game. Because when you watch the game and watch what Anthony Edwards do, his impact, there's no way in hell he shouldn't be in that conversation or one of the tops when it comes down to MVP.
To be clear, though, you're talking about he should be in the conversation. You're still advocating for Nikola Jokic.
I said the slight edge, but it's
okay.
I have a vote, okay? And right
well
now,
documented. Janae has a vote.
I do, too. I graduated to a voter.
See? Okay. Ding, ding. So, Nikola Jokic, your vote.
Yes. And I agree with you. I think the margins are slimmer than what that seems like a heavy, heavy favorite. Absolutely, because what Luka has done, truly impressive, leading the league in scoring, all those types of things. And also the second half of the Mavs season has been impressive as well, particularly defensively.
Yeah.
Before the trade deadline, they were 27th in defense. Now they're second. That's because they got more help at the rim position. But overall with Jokic, this is my big point. The reason why Jokic continues to be at the top of the Western standings is not because he's averaging what Luka averages. It's because he's one of those great players that averages 26, 12, and 9. Now, if he averaged 32, 10, and 5, his team probably would not be at #1, but he commits to doing less to give more to his teammates. That's the magic of Nikola Jokic that I think goes underappreciated when you look at his numbers.
Well, I think one of the biggest issue here is that Nikola Jokic has shown up with a team that is not as good as they were last year. They don't have as much depth, and all he did is raise his level, maintain his, and here they are fighting for the #1 seed. I would say this: if Oklahoma City gets the #1 seed with one of the youngest teams in the NBA, with Shai doing all of the things that he was doing, where are we missing out? They were the best team all year. This wasn't a hot streak at the end. This was him being dominant with one of the youngest teams in the entire NBA, and they are the #1 seed in the conference. That's why I say with Perk, it shouldn't be going away for Jokic when he could easily be the #1 seed in 2 games.
But I think that speaks to how undeniable, as we were talking about in a break earlier, Nikola Jokic has been. Because last year, he very well could have earned a 3rd MVP, and he didn't. And he joined such rare air as he'll be one of 9 players if he does.